Hi everybody, welcome to the All Outtake Cooking Show. This is...
Hi.
This is Simon. Come back up.
What you said? You said.
Come on.
Well,
Okay, here we go. This is Simon. And I'm Jill, integrative health coach with Wellness Riot. Today, we are going to make corn chips and guacamole. Baked corn chips and guacamole. Family favorite. Who doesn't like chips and guacamole? We're going to do it super simple, super easy. We're regular people in a regular kitchen making anything but regular food. We just want to show you how to do what we do in our house. All right, ready? Okay. First things first, have the child pick up a giant knife. Okay, first I want to tell you that we have 8 corn tortillas here. We try to buy organic as much as possible and as few ingredients as possible. Your corn tortillas should basically be like corn and water, maybe lime or maybe salt, and that's it in a corn tortilla. So that's why we also try to avoid buying them from the store because we just don't know, and they're usually deep fried. So we're gonna bake ours. So out of the 8 tortillas, you can take 4 at a time, and we're just gonna cut them in triangle shapes. So, got it?
You got it.
All right. So if your child is comfortable with a knife, clearly he is, you can supervise here. Otherwise, this is a great job for parents. So what we're gonna do with this knife is we're gonna just cut them in half safely. Keep your hand on top of the knife and no fingers under where the knife could cut, okay? So that's one. And then we fold these on top. So now we have semicircles, and we're gonna cut them in triangles. So here we go. 1 big cut and 2 big cuts. All right? So put those aside for a minute, and we'll do the same thing with the other 4 tortillas. All right, you got it, bud? While he's doing the cuts, I'm gonna spray 2 baking sheets with spray oil. We happen to have coconut. I also like avocado oil for this. Let's get back in there. There we go. Got it?
Get it.
All right. There we go. Oh, that's all right. Perfect. Just got to give it a good push. Ready? Push. All right. Now we just want to put these on the tray so that they're not overlapping. So I like to do it, can you see, like it kind of opposite with the pointy side going opposite, so you can fit as many as possible on the baking sheet. What's an interesting fact we could talk about corn tortillas while we do this?
I don't know.
Really? You got nothing?
No.
All right.
Why would I have something?
Really?
What? We're just talking. I mean, what could go wrong with talking?
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
No, seriously, I'm just asking you a question.
And I've preheated the oven to 375. So once all of the chips are on the pan in a single layer, I'm just gonna give them another quick spray, and then we're gonna sprinkle them with salt. We can fit those on there. There we go.
Can I eat this one?
Yes. Gotta have a taster.
Yummy.
All right, we're just gonna sprinkle a little salt on here. You can get creative here. You can add like a squeeze of lime. You could add garlic powder, chili powder, anything that you'd want to flavor like a chip with that you see in the store. You can make in your baked version. So we're just gonna pop these in the oven, 6 to 8 minutes, depending on where your rack is, how hot your oven is it accurate. Set the timer for 6 minutes, and we'll check on those in a minute. In a minute. That was a minute and a bit all at the same time. A minute. We're gonna check on those in a minute. Okay, on to the guacamole. So we have some avocados here. These are ripe. I'm gonna do the parent job and cut them in half. Take the pit out, and then my friend, the all outtake cooking show, is gonna get a spoon to scoop out the guts. All right. We're lucky here in California. We have avocados all year long. To get out the pit that doesn't roll right into the batch of tomatoes, just gently tap your knife in there, twist, and it usually comes right out. All right? And then you can put that in your little garbage bowl here. All right, scoop her out, friend.
Thank you.
All right, ready? And out. Wash my hand because I got a little avocado on it. While he's finishing scooping all of the avocados, that's 3 to 4 avocados, just depends on how big they are in your area when you can find them. I'm gonna add the juice of a half a lime. Squeeze. Go. And I'm gonna add a teaspoon, half teaspoon each of salt and garlic powder. You can certainly use fresh garlic, minced garlic, but actually we didn't have garlic one day, and so we made this with garlic powder, and we all really liked it, so that's how it stays. And I'm just gonna estimate out. That's good.
What is happening?
I have teaspoon of salt here. All right, we're almost done. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I'm the worst avocado cutter.
You're doing great. Telling you, if kids get in the kitchen with you, they will eat the food. Simon had a big revelation, right?
Yeah.
A big change on eating when he was part of the production process.
Family!
I was going to say production process. Because before he made guacamole, he wasn't part of the family.
Hey!
Which is a shame. Oh my gosh. All right. Now we're ready for the fun part.
Almost done.
You could use a fork if you don't have one of these potato mashers, but these are so fun and so easy and so quick. What the heck? And honestly, how many potatoes are you mashing? Let's put this thing to work. After these messages, he'll be right back. All right, would you like to mash?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get some aggression out. You don't need to go to one of those axe throwing places. Just make guacamole.
Did you have to say that?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I only wanted to.
Well, you didn't have to or need to.
A little less back talking from the sous chef. That's what I would like. Oh, really? All right. Is it mushed? Here, I'm going to move this over here so you can keep mushing. And then the next thing is going to be, we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of onion, and I dice this super, super fine or very, very small. So once it's all mushed up, you can add about 3 to 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons is a 1/4 cup. So between 3 and 4 tablespoons of a really finely minced onion. And this can depend too, like how much you use on like what kind of onions you have. If you have a sweet onion, you can go all the way up to a 1/4 cup. If you have like one of those really potent onions where like the first time you cut it, your eyes are watering, you can go, 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then we're gonna add about a 1/2 cup of tomatoes. We usually like to use Roma tomatoes because they have the most flesh and the less gunk juice. What's that called? The middle part. Like the seeds and stuff. Pulp. So anyway, but today we happen to have cherry tomatoes, so we're just going to use those. So you can use whatever tomato you have, and you just want to chop it into smaller chunks and get to about a 1/2 cup. All right? You want to start pouring those in, bud?
Yes, I do.
I'll put these last couple in. There we go. And we're going to give it a stir.
With a spoon.
Perfect. And this is our guacamole. We have about 30 seconds left for the tortilla chips, so this can be a really easy thing that comes together in just a few minutes. Once you start the tortilla chips, which honestly we can hardly even call a recipe, they're so easy. Make the guacamole while you're doing the chips, and then everything's ready at the same time. Can you see our beautiful guacamole? So much greener than what you buy at the store, right? I thought for years I didn't like guacamole because when I saw it at the store, it was like olive, brownish kind of green. And but then when I started making it myself, I was like, oh, this is actually quite delicious.
Yes, it is.
All right, so let's get these out of the oven. And these look pretty darn good to me. You can also let those sit if you want a really crispy chip. The longer you let them sit, you can just turn the heat off on the oven and let them sit, and then they become really nice and crisp. And I'd like to try it with the chip. Let's see if they're crispy yet, huh?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I will stand here.
Here's two of the crispers. Hot.
Ow, ow, ow. You know, that actually does hurt.
Woo! Ah. Oh. Okay. Let's see.
So hot.
Fresh. Okay. Ready? Oh my God, it's so good. All day, you guys. All day. This was our guacamole and corn tortilla chips. Stay tuned for, I don't even know what we're gonna make next, but it's gonna be super exciting. What do you think? Bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.